quick, and I want to talk about the theory of, can you manifest anything? And more importantly, can you manifest like the highest level attainment in spirituality, basically attaining like the quote-unquote rainbow body, or become a god, or become enlightened. You know, is it possible to attain that by, you know, using like visualization and affirmations and, you know, the typical manifesting techniques? Is it possible to do that? And truth be told, I have no idea if that's possible or not. I really truly don't know the answer to that question, but it's just something that's been on my mind lately, because I've been, you know, really contemplating a lot about going back to the basics and getting back into like just basic manifesting work, because I got into a lot of the fancy energy work, but you know, the fancy energy work stuff is great, but I feel like it's much more important to work on reprogramming your subconscious mind, and work on just maintaining a healthy attitude. And this basic stuff is just way more important. And if you don't have like the foundation set in place, then you can do all the fancy stuff and nothing's gonna really happen to you. You're not gonna live a prosperous life, you know, like if you're doing energy work but you still have a negative attitude, and just, you know, not have a positive attitude in general. So, you know, and that's kind of how my life's been. So I'm trying to change that, and I'm trying to really truly just change myself, because I know I got a lot of work to do. So, but yeah, and just because I'm getting back into the basics and doing like a lot more law of attraction, law of assumption, manifesting type of stuff, I'm just wondering if you know, I've been wondering about this, basically, can you manifest anything? Can you manifest, like I said, becoming, you know, God, become enlightened, you know, rainbow body, that type of stuff, or just become like a manifester that can just manifest anything? I don't know. I really truly don't know. Don't quote me on this. I thought I heard that Neville Goddard, and please let me know if I'm, you know, wrong about this in the comments. I thought I heard that Neville Goddard supposedly like obtained like the, you know, rainbow body, and, you know, became God, so to speak. You know, I don't know if he really truly did that or not. But if he did, that's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing. I think it'd be incredible if that's all it takes, you know, because that's pretty simple, and all you got to do is just, you know, put in the work, and you can get there, you know. And yeah, I think you can do some amazing things with manifesting. I've, you know, have some personal experiences with manifesting, and I've done some pretty incredible things. Like I've healed my eyesight and stuff temporarily. You know, I think I spoke about this in the past. I've healed my eyesight temporarily, and that was a pretty cool experience. That proved to me that, you know, this stuff is real, and I was amazed. But I remember, I think I want to, and don't quote me on this, I want to say it was Michael Grubb that said that basically he says something along the lines of, hi Blue, it's my dogs right here, not my dogs, my roommate's dogs. Basically Michael Grubb said something along the lines of, you know, you could, you know, you can't really attain aerokinesis without you know, with like subliminals. I think he said that you can't do that. You have to definitely do the energy work, like, you know, the hi Blue. He wants to hang out with me. So yeah, you know, I don't know, like basically I think what he's saying is you need the meditation, you need to, you know, work on opening your meridians, you know, opening your chakras, and live a holistic lifestyle. You gotta ground, you gotta sun gaze, you gotta do all this stuff, breath work, I mean, you name it, you know. I personally think like that is the case. I think like manifesting and affirmations and things like that is like a small component of the whole puzzle. You know, that's kind of what I think is, you know, like I think that you can't neglect one aspect to like attain the highest level. I think that's just my opinion. I could be wrong about that. Like I said, you know, I've heard like, you know, hardcore manifestors, that's what I like to call them, that say, man, like there's some incredible people, incredible case studies that I've, you know, read in like Sammy Ingram's group and stuff, people obtaining some, you know, incredible things. And yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have an answer, but you know, my personal opinion is that it's just a small component. But I do think it's possible. I think if you really believe enough, anything is possible, and belief is a powerful thing. And you know, I definitely don't want to overlook that. But yeah, you know, working on belief and working on, you know, we're really working on belief. And hey, my dogs. We're really working on belief and really, you know, focusing on, you know, having a positive attitude is gonna, you know, allow you to manifest a good outcome. And if you believe that, you know, you can have a good life, you know, you're gonna have a good life. And if you believe that you're gonna be prosperous, you're gonna be prosperous. So that's pretty much all I can say. I don't know what else to share really, but yeah, you know, I'm gonna get back into, you know, the basics and doing a lot more manifesting and affirmations and working on my subconscious and reprogramming my mind, my focus, because I've been neglecting that heavily. And you know, it's kind of biting me in the butt right now. You know, so just going back to basics and really just working on, you know, becoming healthier too, just gonna be health conscious again. So but anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts and share this interesting theory to you guys, and let me know what you guys think. You know, do you think you can manifest anything with thoughts and visualization alone, and you don't have to do anything else? You can neglect all the other fancy spiritual modalities? Let me know in the comments.